Hello, everybody who has time to listen to this. I want people to know that I'm severely suffering from uh, black magic witchcraft that MMA Bellator model Mercedes Terrell did to me, and I'm suffering every fucking day, man. And I want people to know that I also have ESP. I have I can look into the future though. The longest I ever looked in the future was 30 years. I was, I think, 16 years old, and that's the furthest I've ever looked into the future. And I'll tell you one thing: that time flies by, man, because it really does. I'm severely suffering from black magic witchcraft, and 2000. My ESP is a little different. My ESP is with oh, it's not like I could just go ahead and look into the future. I have to. My ESP is done with my dreams, so my dreams become real. That's how my ESP is, and no, I can't. Determine the lottery numbers. I can't do none of that stuff. That's not how my ESP worked. It just, I wish it did, but it didn't. You know, I had a dream in 2001, and I guess I was having an ESP episode, and I woke up and I don't know, had this dream, and I remember sitting on my couch, and I had woken up in the morning, and I wasn't really tripping. I wasn't tripping out. This is 2001. And then I started remembering. I go, man, I had this. I go, oh shit. I started thinking of my dream because the dreams that I have, the ones that I remember, are the ones that come true. That's what I started learning. So in 2001, I had this dream, and that I'm in a 70 Chevelle that I had just gotten painted, and I run into witches. And I was like, oh fuck, man, I'm gonna run into fucking witches, man. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, where am I gonna run into them? Because I only got bits and pieces of my dream. In my dream, I run into two witches, and one of them is Mercedes Terrell, and the other one's Jade Bryce. So that's what I got in my dream. I didn't know their names. In 2001, I didn't know their names at all. All I know is I was gonna run into two witches. I was gonna be in a 70 Chevelle, and I was gonna be at a castle. And then I get severely damaged from this witchcraft, and I didn't know what. I just, I started writing down witches and, on my head. I go, fuck, I'm gonna run into witches, man. And I go, how am I gonna run into them, in real life, or how, so I was taking college classes, and I remember I was taking a food nutrition, and I ended up going home one day, and I go, man, I gotta crack this code, man, because I gotta figure this out. Where am I gonna run into these witches? Because it was I was looking into the future. This is 2001, and this is before cell phones, and this is before camera phones. So I went home, and I went ahead and parked in front of my apartment at the time, and I go, fuck, I have to fucking figure this out, man, because I'm gonna get fucking severely injured. So I went home, and I sat, and I had an El Camino, and I sat in front of my apartment and I'm trying to get the bits and pieces together of where I'm gonna, run into these witches. And the only thing I could come up with was that it was future technology. So this is in 2001. I'm in my apartment and I go, man, I'm gonna run into these witches and they're gonna injure me severely. Well, in 2001, I remember in my El Camino, I had, we had the analog phones, just Texie and barely came out, and it was just, the old school phones back when they were new back then. So the only thing that I could figure out was it was future technology. That's all I could figure out. They had to do with cell phones. That's all I could figure out in 2001. So I said, well, you know what? Whatever cell phone comes out, I'm just going to stick to these because these old school phones, because that's all I need anyway, for people to call me, but as the future went on, people quit, people quit calling one another and people just text one another now. And just like me, I got used to texting people and I forgot about this dream that I had, that I had looked into the future. I totally forgot it, man. It was in 2001. And as the years go by, 2002 went by, 2003, 2004, 2005, all the way to 2014. That's when I added MMA Bellator Mercedes Toronto by Facebook. I added her, and I wish I never fucking added this bitch, man, because this was the witch that was in my dreams. This is the bitch, man, the bitch, the fucking witch that was in my dreams that does witchcraft to me. Well, like I said, I only get bits and pieces of ESP. And like I said, the furthest I've looked into the future would be 30 years, and that was back when I was 16 years old. And that's the furthest I looked. So in 2001, I looked into the future, 15 years into the future. And man, I just wish that I would have stuck to what I had planned because I had planned to stick to the to just basic phones. And had I had stayed to my plan, this would have never happened to me, man. I would have been okay. I wouldn't have run into that witch, man. I don't want people to know that I'm fucking suffering, man. I'm fucking severely suffering. I've gone to all the churches, a lot of them in California, don't know what I'm going through. And I'm fucking feeling demons in my house, man. And, with black magic witchcraft, they did this with my Facebook pictures. And, from 2001 and out, I mean, I became a different person. People change as you grow older. You start, forgiving people that hurt you in your past. And you move forward. People that you probably didn't like in high school, you could probably just talk to them like, like nothing. Like, hey, that was a long time ago, but this bitch fucking used witchcraft to me, on me, man, and I'm fucking suffering, man, every fucking day, man. Have a mother to support, and she fucked my life up, man. I'm fucking suffering every fucking day, man. She fucking bitch ruined my life, and I never made no fucking threats to this bitch on Facebook, and I never, said anything like that, any threats, man. And I want to have her fucking prosecuted, man. And I just wish I never fucking added this bitch, man, because I would be fine today. And sometimes I think, I go, fuck, man, maybe I should just blame myself because I looked in the future and I knew I was going to run into this bitch. And I should have never forgotten. I should have just never gotten to Facebook because I just never should have, man.